Hello world, welcome back to the Razor RC. I got a chance to run my team associate B74.2 at my local carpet track, doing some changes. Do have a brand new setup. So Dustin Evans and Doug LeRiviere and a few others went to PDX RC Underground, I think last weekend or maybe a week ago. And they do have some brand new setup sheets for that carpet track. I highly recommend you take a look at them. Dustin Evans is personally the driver who I feel like has the best setups for my driving style at least, and so I always really look to any setups he provides because they just seem to work really well for me, so I would recommend taking a look at that. Doug LeRiviere has a completely different setup, although he does run 13.5 stock spec racing, so totally different setup. You know, if you know a driver that has the kind of setups you like, obviously it's best to stick with them. I just kind of highlighted a bunch of stuff that Dustin had differently on his setup from the kit setup. So a little bit lower ride height, a little bit less toe. He is running the carbon gull wing arms, which I'm not. I'm just running pretty much all kit parts, but with the changes here that he's running. He did move the steering rack location, I guess, back a little bit or front a little bit. Actually a little less Ackerman, I think, is what that provides. A little bit lower axle height. I think the original axle height is +3, so that gives you a little bit less angle on the arms. Actually, yeah, a little less angle on the arms, so they're not, you know, down quite so much. Big one, he did move both the A and B pills inside all the way, so that will actually shorten the, I don't know what you call it, the roll center, I guess, there on the middle, so the arms are moved in quite a bit, so that is different. Different ball stud spacing and camber link location, so I think it's angled up a little bit more, so a little more roll on the camber link, and I think the narrow arms will also provide a little bit more roll, probably a little bit smoother as well. Transition a little bit more evenly, I would guess. Rear ride height a little bit lower. Did move the hubs all the way to the back, lengthens the wheelbase a little bit. And then the one error I think on this setup sheet is that he's got the C pills all the way inside and the D all the way outside. I think that's actually reversed. It should be C all the way out and D all the way in, which would subtract 2 degrees of toe. If you did it like this would be insane. You'd have like 5 degrees of rear toe, which is not something anybody on carpet ever uses, or even on dirt. So I think that's just a mistake. Camber link locations here on the back. So I think he's got a little bit lower camber link. I'm sorry, he moved the camber link location out a little bit, so a little bit longer camber link, and then he lowered the camber location on the shock tower. So that would actually provide a little bit more of a high roll center. And then other changes, actually the diffs are 10K, 10K. I'm still actually running 20K, 15K, so I didn't actually go to that all the way. I probably should, because I am missing a little bit of steering. He is running the low profile battery, which I do recommend as well. And then the big one, shock package completely different. He did lower the fluid. I think it's stock 45 weight, no, 40 weight, I can't remember actually. Did change the rear piston. I'm still running the 1.7 with 32.5 weight oil, but I will try out the 2x1.8s. And then the shock limiter is completely different. So a lot more external limiters. I think there used to be one on the inside. A lot more external limiters. So the shocks basically cannot travel quite as far when they on the compression side, so I think that reduces pretty much the inside roll, so it does not roll quite as far on the inside when you're going around a corner. And then rear, again, I think you add one external limiter. Additional spring there on the front, orange rate, which makes a whole lot of sense. He is running the 0 wing mount, which I did not try. I'm still running -2. But yeah, this setup is way better than the kit setup. I highly recommend you check this out if you feel like your car is kind of lost, especially because on carpet, I do find this is a really nice, easy to drive, a lot of speed setup overall. I don't have completely kit setup that he has from Dustin Evans, so I still need to try out the pistons. And then what else am I also missing? Oh, the diff oils. So I need to go down on diff oils as well. But yeah, a really great place to start. Drives really well. A ton of just easy to drive, more corner speed. Overall, just better. So here I'll share some running footage. Hopefully you can see the difference from my first run. I think it's quite a bit of improvement. I have been running, you know, probably about 10 packs since that first run, and it seems way better to me. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.